Sitting here looking at this just huge mess of golden zincness on the floor. Can't find half the bolts that are meant to be there, so it's been just a really fun kind of time trying to figure out what goes where and where it is. And since everything's now the same color, it's just so much more fun. I did kind of jump ahead when I turned the camera off. Went ahead and put the harness back through the hole there, but I haven't run any of the wiring yet, so I haven't really gone too far. And I found one that I haven't done. So that's gonna get done. I've already started a little bucket of new bolts, so that way I can get everything done. Oh, it's just dirty. So there we go. I still get this wrong. Push or pull, I don't know. Let's go grab this ABS unit, which is this monstrosity. Holy shittle sticks. That motherfucker's heavy. I'm just trying to stuff these wires through tiny little plastic clip. I know you guys probably can't see any of what I'm doing right now, but that's what I'm doing. Just stuffing it through. My little bastard. There we go. We'll worry about spinning it later. So it looks like 1, 2, 3 holes, 4 holes. And this guy, flip him over, is 2. Okay. Big Bertha. Please don't scratch the paint. What's that? Boom, boom. Free. That's free. Free. These are all my little wire thingies that go here. So now all I gotta do is find, what's that? 1 zinc bolt to go in there, and then 2 nuts. And this is why I don't film while I'm working on the car. 1, because I don't really talk too much while I'm doing it, and 2, because 9 times out of 10 I'm just sitting there cussing up a storm or singing random ass songs. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? You know what? I'm gonna directly contradict myself and tell you one of the things that I hate about my car right now. I never, ever used to be this anal with my cars, ever. And now I'm sitting here zinc coating bolts and painting engine bays, trying to create the most cleanest engine bay I possibly can. I never used to be like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I took care of my cars, but never, ever, ever was I want to do this stuff. It's only because of like the caliber of GTR that's here in Australia and my OCD ass friends. Like, you can't take the bags labeled to the zinc coater. You just take it as a bucket. So there's no way to label this stuff because they're not gonna just put it all in the separate bags. Yeah, maybe they did. I didn't even ask them. I just gave them a bucket. This is what takes the most time. So give me a minute. Let me find these 2 nuts and bolt, and we will jump back into this. All right, so I had to take it back out. But I did find the bolts. I basically just needed to thread them because there was some paint inside of the bolt hole, so they wouldn't go in. So I was like, why do I not have the right bolts here? But all good. So let me just grab this ABS unit. I'll put it back in and get it going. Operation ABS Go Home is done. Tighten these little boys in place. Messing up my brand new zinc coat, bastard. What was I saying before I stopped the last time? Oh yeah, being anal with these cars. Never before been like that. My friends made me that way this time because everybody just has crazy, amazing build quality cars here. And I mean everyone. I'll show you what that looks like. So, useless zinc coated bolts everywhere. It's a sickness. It really is. I'm still waiting on like all the little zip ties and all that crap to come in. So I can't really go too crazy with, you know, putting all the wiring in place. And look at that, it's just disgusting. Just falls apart. Yeah, so I can't really put too much in because it all just kind of clips to these like studs that are hanging out of the firewall down there. I don't know if you can see those things. And then it, you know, goes across and then onto the center valley cover thing, which isn't here right now because we got no engines, Ted. But ABS is in. So technically I can start routing the lines, putting everything else back together over here. But like I said, I need to try and rebuild the brake master, or brake booster, because this was leaking very obviously, because that's supposed to be black. So I'm not sure if there's a gasket that goes right there that just blew out, or this entire thing is just broken. But that's basically how it sits. So it doesn't really look like there was a gasket there. Might have to do some research on that one. But I can't run my ABS lines anyway because I don't have the little clips that go in the firewall to hold them in place. We'll see how we go. So if you remember from the last video, there was a nice gaping hole right here from where it blew out on the dyno. Basically the day I got it dynoed. And I just never got around to replacing the hose. Probably before this goes back in, I'm just gonna chuck another heat sleeve over the top of it. We'll get it regassed and we will have AC. Oh yeah, I can probably actually put all that. Fuck. See, I don't even want to put this. I just want, if any of my friends are watching this, which I know y'all are, y'all don't try and hide that shit. I fucking know. That's my washer bottle. Stained, nasty looking. I just don't want to put it back in. We call this the Danny disease. See, I wish I was vlogging and stuff back when he had his 32. Because y'all think I'm being anal about this stuff. Dude, you don't even know. That's that, and then there's two plugs here. Oh, that's a part of that wiring harness, which is on the ground. Fuck. Alright, well, that can't go in. Alright, so what? Oh, geez, Louise, look at those. What are those? Yeah, see? We about to have to delay it because. Oh, I mean, they going in the wheel liner. You ain't gonna see them. Nah, F that. We ain't about that life. We gonna do this good. So those go in there. And actually, you know what? think we can just replace them. Boom. All right. We in business. Bam, already zinc coated. Now, this bad boy. Skadoosh. Put the bolts in. Right there. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be talking to y'all about horsepower and stuff like that. Damn it, that has a washer on it because I can see. I can see the freaking washer shadow. Yeah, so horsepower wise, I don't think at the end of this, you guys are gonna like me very much because I can tell you right now, horsepower figures probably ain't gonna get released. Not until I run at the drag strip and put down a mile an hour. Because I don't want to give myself any extra pressure of running a time. I want to be able to just go. Damn it, those washers are too small. I want to be able to just go to the drags, run my time, run my mile an hour, and not put this crazy amount of pressure on myself to just, oh, well, my car made, 1,025 horsepower, so I need to be running 160 something miles an hour, which, by the way, I'm just putting this out there now because y'all know how I feel about YouTubers and fake power figures and all that. If they ever claim 1,000 horsepower and they'd say that they don't run at least 158, 56 miles an hour, it ain't 1,000 horsepower. How will I know that? Well, because I am in the land of 1,000 horsepower GTRs. And every single 1,000 horsepower GTR runs, where did that go? Runs at least 155 or better. 156, 157, 58. I have no idea where that just went. That's 1,000 horsepower GTR territory. So in order to not put, pressure on what it is that I actually should be running, what mile an hour I should be running, for me, the easiest option is to just take that whole pressure piece out of the equation. So I'm going to tell the tuner the minute it goes to the shop, do not tell me the horsepower, don't publish it anywhere. I want to go out, run the time, run the mile, and then he can tell me what it made. Granted, I know CRD's dyno isn't happy, but that's just one of them things. I would rather not know. Oh, fuck off, no way. Don't tell me I gotta... Where does this go? Alright, so there you go. I am stuck. I could have swore that these went nipples out and just right here. But now I can't get this guy back into the place that it needs to go into. So I'm gonna show you what I do. Come over here, move these guys out of the way. And you see this? This, my friend, is the Holy Trinity. When you don't know something, I don't know. I don't know what they teach kids these days, but when I was taught, when you don't know something, open a book. So that's what I'm about to do. And to save you guys from watching me thumb through this freaking book. I mean, you want me to read you a bedtime story? This ain't really the one you want to hear. But I'll come back to you guys once I figured this out. Actually, you know what? What I'll do, because I'm just now looking at the freaking time here, I'm gonna just end it here. I promise you I won't go further than what we just did. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.